Hey guys, this is Anime Ball Z here, and today we are going to be doing the 5th part of What If Goku Had MAHORAGA'S adaptability. Please like the video if you haven't already and subscribe. It's totally free and you can unsubscribe whenever you want. There's nothing much else I'd like to say in the intro, so without further ado, let's get into the video.
Slick talker since a jit. Winter time, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag, disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school.
Whis makes the two warriors stand down, and Whis then looks at Goku with a look of surprise but also praise. In minutes, the amount of strength he's attained is insane. How about I train you, Goku, to hone your skills? Whis asks, politely. Whis' main motive for this sudden request is so he can keep Goku under his surveillance as much as possible. The last thing he wants is a being that is stronger than all gods of destruction to end up letting loose and possibly causing irreparable damage. This is out of Goku's character, but Whis has only known the same for a few hours, so he has to be neutral but vigilant. Of course, Goku replies. Since his body has basically allowed him to surpass all the foes that have faced him in the past, Goku decides to take the offer. Techniques are now very valuable to him to make him a more versatile opponent and to also make him stronger in more unique ways. Goku and the gods prepare to leave, but before they do so, two warriors stop them simultaneously. I would like to go with Goku, Gohan and Vegeta state. Vegeta could never let Goku go off to train with this high profile angel alone, leaving his power to stagnate on Earth. Gohan, after so many times of being too weak to face his opponents, is tired of his lack of control. When there seems to be an insurmountable threat ahead of him, he always sees Goku nonchalantly deal with it. He can't stand to let Goku do that when he's unable to do the same and wants to use the brilliant adaptation ability that he inherited from his father. I'm not bothered, Whis replies. You guys better not disturb me when I want to sleep, Beerus says, just before they leave. So the three strongest Saiyans depart and arrive on Beerus' planet. As soon as Goku and Gohan start training with Whis, he starts to see just what ability they possess. Initially, the gap between these two Saiyans and Whis is too great, and Whis' training style isn't very heavy on sparring at all. In training, Goku has already gained access to Super Saiyan Blue, while Gohan and Vegeta must enter Whis' staff to unlock the powers of GOKU for themselves. It takes Vegeta a lot longer, but only takes Gohan hours to do so. After a few days, Whis is training with Goku specifically, while Gohan and Vegeta spar. You are incredibly strong and your body has phenomenal durability, but your fighting style is flawed. If someone finds a method to eliminate you in a quick and seamless fashion, you won't survive, Whis explains, while battling Goku. I know, so what do I do then, Goku says, before taking a punch to the chest from Whis. The punch totally rocks him, and since he is still in his base form, he is winded by the strike. Use the power of the angels, Ultra Instinct, Whis says, as Goku misses all his shots. Goku even enters Super Saiyan God and tries to catch him with a speedy jab, only to see Whis slip past his punch with ease. Goku then closes his eyes and calms his mind. Whis punches him, and this time the punch lands right on the target. Whis' next punch swerves right past Goku's body and he stops. Goku remains still with his eyes closed, then lets out a vehement roar as his power climbs. Soon enough, he envelops in the majestic aura of Ultra Instinct, and he achieves Ultra Instinct Omen. He's achieved a partial usage of Ultra Instinct after mere days. Just who is this being, Whis wonders, watching this happen. Goku then soars back at Whis and clashes with him. The shockwave released slices off a large branch from the large tree on Beerus' planet, then Goku evades some of the attacks that come from Whis. After doing so, Goku continues throwing punches and kicks with high volume, only to see Whis continue to evade all of them. However, what Whis notices is that Goku's body starts to get faster and faster at an alarming rate. His body is adapting to Whis' own speed to try and counter his Ultra Instinct. If Goku ends up speed blitzing a user of Ultra Instinct, the technique is useless. However, just before he can do so, Whis uses slightly more strength to punch him in the chest and stop him right in his tracks. Goku feels weakened by the attack and returns to his base form, wheezing and panting. Your rate of growth is incredible for a mortal. I predict that you will surpass me in only months, Whis states, revealing his staff once again. Even from this statement of gratitude, Goku doesn't seem surprised. Whis then realizes that Goku knew all along. Every time he trains under a master, his body just allows him to overpower and grow past them. While he learns the techniques of his master, he also becomes resistant to the offensive attacks that his master uses. The gap between him is so large that his speed of adaptation isn't great enough for him to immediately take down Whis, but Goku knows that it won't take him up to months to do so. If they continue training at high intensity, it could possibly take days. Whis now is wary of training Goku. Gohan is also making insane progress and has left Vegeta in the dust. When they spar, he tends to use ordinary Super Saiyan while Vegeta is forced to use Super Saiyan God. Goku is immortal, but he possesses a power that might just be the most valuable in the multiverse. If he surpasses him in just months, the only person that is left to surpass is the Grand Priest, but Whis still believes that's a long way away. The day after he achieves UI Omen, Goku goes on to use Mastered Ultra Instinct. When he just forces himself to try and learn the technique, his body does the hard work for him. As his Dharma Chakra wheel spins, his body just continues to evolve and facilitate his growth. Whis is reluctant to spar Goku since he doesn't want his power to explode rapidly. Goku understands his intentions and Whis just explains to him the lack of safety there would be if a mortal that surpassed the angels was let loose. For Goku to be given the green light from Whis, he must prove himself as being worthy of the power that he possesses. After a few good months, Frieza is revived and the time of the Golden Frieza saga has come. On Earth, Frieza arrives with his army and only the humans are there to act as resistance along with Piccolo. However, once the army has been defeated, the fighter that comes to help is Goten. Trunks is instead 2 years younger than Goten in this continuity and isn't strong enough to come and help. However, Goten feels that he is. After training on his own for nearly a year, Goten has gained access to Super Saiyan 3. He has also been given the power of adaptability and his power has exploded as a result. His adaptability is better than Gohan's and his body has become somewhat resistant to strikes due to his sparring with his mother when he was young. His child looks exactly like Goku. You must be his son. Shisami, make quick work of him, Frieza orders. Yes, my lord, Shisami says, cracking his knuckles. He then flies right toward Goten and even though he's a little kid, he punches him as hard as he can. Goten blocks his attack with a single finger, just like he did to that human in the World Martial Arts Tournament in canon. Shisami steps back and feels shocked and also embarrassed that Goten isn't on the floor dead right now. What, are you scared of a mere child? I said exterminate him, Frieza orders. Shisami then just shouts in rage and charges forward, but Goten shoots a ki blast at him as he rashly advances defenselessly. As the smoke from the ki blast fades, there is no one left and he's been taken out in one hit. Without Super Saiyan, this kid is stronger than I thought, Frieza thinks. Tagoma, do what your late comrade cannot, Frieza says. Tagoma then shoots himself ahead and aims to do just that, but Goten evades his incoming punch easily. Goten then steps back and begins transforming. His transformation makes Tagoma remain still and the energy that he releases is vast. Waves of air and ki are released from his body and he reaches Super Saiyan, quickly ascending into Super Saiyan 2. However, he pushes further and with a final roar, he enters Super Saiyan 3. His transformation is utterly blinding and Tagoma is frozen in fear as he sees this happen. If the kid managed to take out Shisami in one shot before he did this weird transformation, he wonders how strong he'll be now. Goten darts forward and taps the fighter in his neck, somehow killing him. His body lifelessly drops and Goten then sets his eyes on Frieza. So, you're the emperor that dad always used to talk about. He said that you were dead, Goten says. I was, but now I'm back and way stronger than before. Prepare to die, young one, Frieza says, flying out of his pod toward Goten. Goten blocks the first attack and doesn't move from it at all. Frieza continues with even more strikes, but Goten takes them all and seems to be getting better at doing such as time passes. Just like his father, Frieza thinks, before stepping back. Frieza transforms himself, entering his final form, then waggles his tail as he feels his true power once again. Frieza shoots himself forward with immense speed. Goten leaps into the air at the last second and dodges the incoming punch. Frieza ends up forming a crater in the ground and with his fist wedged in the ground, Gohan descends to land 2 controlled punches onto his body. Both of his attacks don't move the Tyrant and Goten follows through with a full power kick to possibly cause some damage, however nothing happens at all. Frieza then laughs and maniacally shoots death beams into Goten's body. After 3 of them fully pierce his body, he retreats at full speed so he isn't killed by those deadly attacks. Goten ends up crashing through the ground and rolls numerous times before coming to a slowed stop. Those beams hurt so much, Goten says, holding the wounds in his body. However, as he looks at such holes, they seal up and the pain starts to fade in seconds. Frieza steps out of the newly formed crater then walks toward Goten in an intimidating manner. As he continues walking forward though, Goten stands and charges up his ki. After being unable to hurt Frieza, his power level is rising and it's doing so at an alarming rate. Frieza stops upon seeing this and almost can't believe it. Goten zooms forward once again and this time speed blitzes Frieza. He lands a straight punch to his stomach that makes him cough out spit and blood while also falling back. You pest, Frieza says under his breath, before coughing even more blood. Just as Goten lands this attack, Gohan appears ahead of him using instant transmission. Gohan, Goten happily says, returning to his base form. So you did this all by yourself? You took down a seemingly much stronger Frieza. I commend you, Goten. You've come a long way, Gohan states. Thank you, Goten nervously says, while scratching the back of his head. Get out of this place and go home. Mother must be worried sick. Goten then promptly flies off once he says this. Goku and Vegeta aren't even here to take the threat down. Gohan wants to get some special revenge on Frieza for his death in the past. Is this really your full power? Did you think you could defeat Goku with this weak power of yours? Gohan asks, making Frieza chuckle before coughing even more blood. Do not rashly believe that this is the extent to my power. You'll be the first to witness this power and it will be the last thing you ever witness, Frieza exclaims, beginning his power up. His power skyrockets and Gohan starts to look a little more cautious as he feels it. Soon enough, Frieza enters his golden state and stands in a regal position. I present to you Golden Frieza. I can see that, Gohan replies. Frieza just scoffs before zooming at him. Gohan closes his eyes and exhales calmly as this happens. Frieza takes a wild swing at his body only to see Gohan evade it with ease. He continues with punches and kicks and Gohan seems to be evading every single one of them like he isn't even thinking. The main thing that annoys Frieza even more is that the young Saiyan has his eyes closed as he does this. On top of that, he's still in his base form. Gohan comes to a sudden halt and Frieza does the same. He almost can't believe what is happening and is too furious to even accept his inferiority as truth. He shouts and throws another telegraphed punch, but Gohan catches it. As he does so, his new aura envelops his body and he begins using the power of Ultra Instinct Omen. Frieza tries to release his fist, but he just can't. He can't even move any part of his hand. With his other hand, he repeatedly punches Gohan's body only to see that nothing happens each time. His attacks do nothing, but he just keeps attacking, unable to accept defeat. Suddenly, Gohan squeezes and crushes his hand, making him cower away in fear and agony. You killed me years before, now I'll do the same to you, Gohan boldly states. Gohan launches an energy wave with his other hand that destroys the Emperor before he even has the chance to react. Seconds after he does this, Sorbet reveals himself from afar and shoots his high-speed laser beam, but his attack is futile. Gohan notices it coming his way and evades it swiftly, watching it soar past his body. He is currently an Ultra Instinct Omen, and so his body can't still react to things like that instantly. Gohan sees him in the distance, but Sorbet stands there shaking. He even drops the laser gun that he wielded, and Gohan just lets him escape. With this, the Frieza saga comes to an end without the Earth ever being destroyed. So what follows is the Tournament of Destroyers. Beerus is keen on doing it since he knows that he could easily win, and the fighters from Universe 7 are decided. The fighters participating in this tournament are going to be Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Buu, and Goten actually. Goku is able to persuade Chi-Chi to let him fight since he explains that it wouldn't be safe to upset the God of Destruction. Seeing that Goten is the son of Goku and has the adaptability inherited from his father, he's going to be a very valuable fighter for the Universe 7 team. Goten is very happy to be getting ready to fight and is slightly nervous, but he isn't aware of how strong he's become now. Just before the fight, the young Saiyan was given the power of God Ki through staying in Whis staff for only a few hours. They have 5 Earth days before the tournament begins, and so now that Goten has gained access to God Ki and can utilize Super Saiyan God, it has given him a massive boost to his power. What follows now is the actual tournament, and since Buu fails his test, Goten is allowed to participate first. Goku hasn't seen Goten's raw power in a long time, and after fighting Frieza and gaining God Ki, he's like a totally different fighter. His first opponent is Botamo, and he easily makes quick work of him after finding out that he can throw him out the ring. His second opponent is Frost, and his appearance reminds him of Frieza. This makes him even more eager to test out his strength against another member of the Frieza race. He zooms at Frost and easily occupies his attention in his base form. Frost retreats upon realizing that he won't be doing much in his first form, then ups the gears and enters his third form. Returning to face Goten again, he is significantly stronger, but his first punch does nothing. He puts more effort into his strike only to feel a sharp pain in his hand. Goten just stands there after receiving those attacks, and the Universe 7 fighters know exactly what's going on. Frost, seeing that his punches are doing nothing, enters his final form and seemingly is using his full power. Frost advances again, and with a shout of anger to fuel his strength, he throws another punch only to see Gohan not move from his punch once again. "Now I'll have a shot," Goten says, entering his Super Saiyan 3 form. Goten really doesn't even need to enter this state, he's basically just showing off to his father that he can use the form. Goten soars right at Frost, and the frightened warrior uses his poison to blindly throw a punch. Just before Goten can reach him, he is hit with such poison and stops in his tracks, feeling weak. Frost then lands another blow, this time to his face, but he then sees that his body doesn't move. Instead, he grabs his body, then sees that he can move him around. Goten reverts to his base form, then he hurls him out the ring, eliminating him. The Universe 7 fighters, including Beerus, literally stand up after seeing this. Goten is stronger than Goku was in the canon timeline, from just a year's training basically. He doesn't have forms like Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, but he still should have made quick work of Frost. Goten seems completely fine now that he returns to the ring. He lost due to pressure and the poison's immediate effects, but his adaptation has already advanced to make him totally immune to such poison. "I'll see what's up with this fighter," Goku states, heading for the ring. Goku faces off against Frost, who still seems confident. Frost races at Goku, and he already knows there's something up about him. He evades his first punch and taps him to launch him off the ring. Just as he places his palm on his chest, he nearly destroys the entire arena, and the other gods look very surprised. "Oh wow, I guess I hit him a little too hard," Goku realizes, chuckling to himself. So that will conclude the 5th part of What If Goku Had MAHORAGA'S Adaptability. Please tell me something you liked about this video or something that I shall improve on for the next one. I just want to thank you guys again for 10,000 subscribers. I already made a community post about it, but I just want to thank you guys again. It's great to see you guys liking what I put out and really engaging with my content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.